some things. You're going to do some reflections, some group work, and some kind of partner work. Okay? If I'm speaking too quickly, please slow me down. I speak quickly in Spanish, I speak quickly in English. So I just speak quickly. So as Mark said, I'm from the United States. I'm from a state called Massachusetts. And I always say I'm from Boston, but that's not true. I'm from a small city on the other side of the state. The nice part of Massachusetts. It's from a rural town. And I've been in Madrid for about 12 years now. So I actually studied in university to be a Spanish teacher. And I came to Madrid and nobody wanted to learn Spanish from Americans. So I changed my field, and so now I do English. And was very happy kind of when bilingual education came about, and especially in Madrid, because that's where I'm located. Because I find it to be fascinating.
Okay, so we decide the topic.
Great. Go up a little bit.
That's it. This way.
I want you to answer the question. So, how do you interpret this?
Going off and then coming back again.
Right.
But then it goes to the circle as well.
Right, exactly. So you start with your point, and then you go off and you say lots of random things, and they're all related. And then you come back to the same point. Why should we do projects in our classes? You tell me.
Because they are motivating, challenging.
Good. They're motivating or challenging. Anything else?
They can learn to work together.
Works on other skills, not just the content they're learning. Good. Anything else?
Everybody can do something.
Good. So everyone's involved. Good.
It's a way to structure the teaching.
Sometimes they can take the responsibility off of you and give them more responsibility as well, which is something they need to do eventually in the future as well. So I said that it helps increase interaction, which is necessary when you're learning language and culture, right? When should we do projects? What do you think? Anytime. Good. Often? Not often?
If they work well doing projects, maybe you are teaching them more than if you just give program classes and maybe with some groups it's better to work like that.
Okay.
Most of the time.
Right. I think if a group doesn't work well in projects, we can eventually teach them how to work well. If your school has a program that teaches young students, if you're in primary, teaches first graders to work together, you can expect them to work together well from that first year. If you're a secondary school and there's a program that teaches them in first of SO to work well, how to structure groups, how to work together, you can expect that of them. If not, you may have to reteach them. And it's not an easy thing. You have to do it over and over again until they get it, but they will get it. Everyone can learn how to work together. But it does have to be structured for them. So, I think as often as possible, understanding that you have all the restraints that you have to finish the book, to finish the curriculum, to do all the things that you need to do as well. So this may or may not be very often. What should you incorporate in your projects? What should you study? Or your students study, I guess.
Interesting things related to the curriculum.
Okay, good. Now this is the way that we can introduce culture. So you can introduce cultural study related to the curriculum aspect that you're teaching. Yes? And then how are you going to do projects with your students?
What do you mean by how?
How are you, good question. How are you going to go about that? How are you going to propose the project to them?
Investigations, PowerPoint presentation, debate.
Okay?
You have to prepare the project first of all, think carefully about it,
and then set the main goal, and then give them the success criteria, and maybe a checklist, and then ask them something that they have to investigate, not a theoretical question.
Okay.
But they should present as the
Right, so they need to actually work to get the answer. This is in your folder too, because I found this and I really like this, so I copied off the internet and gave a copy to you. And it's the idea that students would have to create their own culture. Entirely, but more or less what you talked about. Because other groups could maybe do the same thing or tweak it a little bit for their classes. Okay? A little sharing of ideas. So who wants to start?
At the beginning we were talking about the idea of Spain as a melting pot. Then we wanted to compare like the average Spanish student, high school student, and his timetable compared to the average, I don't know, Austrian student or somebody from another country. Thanks to our language assistant relationships with other language assistants. But as we kept on talking, things were getting a little bit weird. And so finally we're going to talk about the difference between, because I work at a rural area, which is also like quite big related to other rural area around that place where I work. And so that would be nice to compare my students from a rural area with students from the big city.
Okay.
As well.